Thank you, Dr. Rohit, and thank you very much, IPV, for inviting me to deliver this talk on integrated people-centered eye care in Southeast Asia region. I'm Tashi, and as Dr. Rohit wrote, I work at the WHO regional office in New Delhi as the regional advisor for disability rehabilitation and injury prevention, which also includes road safety, drowning, and other portfolios. So eye health and is one of the components that I look after, and this integrated people-centered eye care in Southeast Asia region, it is the strategic document of a region. Not per se as a WHO, but it is a document that guides the member states, 11 member states of the region. That includes Bangladesh, Bhutan, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, India, Indonesia, Maldives, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Timor-Leste. And this strategic document was drafted by WHO. Of course, I would like to acknowledge Dr. Rohit, who is the architect behind this document. And this is adopted by the member states to take it forward in their countries. This, I think, everybody knows that eye health is one of the most important component. And as Peter rightly pointed out, eye health is not just a pair of eyes. It affects the overall SDG goals. It affects the overall livelihood of the people. So therefore, it becomes very important for us to take care of the eye health. It also had an immense impact for my other portfolio, like road safety. So this eye health component cut across the wide range of the health problems that an individual gets. The numbers out here, this has been highly quoted by all the speakers. The important component out here is these numbers, behind these numbers, these are the real people. And these numbers, most importantly, are affects the vulnerable group of people. For example, like 55% of the vision loss are women and girls. And 90% of all that don't have access of eye care services live in the low and middle countries. And more importantly for our region, around nearly 30% of the world's blind and vision impairment population lives in the Southeast Asia region. So these numbers in the region are quite high. So therefore, we felt the need to have a regional strategy. Dr. Rohit also talked about these resolutions and targets. But I would like to again reiterate out here that these global targets is our collective targets. The resolutions are our collective resolutions. It's not a WHO resolution per se. It's a resolution that's advocated by all of us. NGOs, INGOs, and especially IAPB has been very active in these resolutions. If without your support, these resolutions would not have come in. And WHO was just a convening role at the Global World Health Assembly, at the global meeting, that ensured that these resolutions are there. And the key component is the resolutions at the 73rd WHO World Health Assembly, and then it resulted into adopting the 2 global targets, which YD explained about it in the WHO 74 resolution. And based on that resolution and the targets, the regional body, regional committee, which also convenes. Its regional committee is a gathering of the 11 ministers, health ministers. And in Kathmandu meeting, they said, yes, we have the regional World Health Assembly resolution. Yes, we have the target. And we all know that 30% of the eye burden is our region. It is time for us to have a have a regional action plan. So that mandated the WHO Secretariat as a secretariat to come up with the regional action plan, and we worked out with our collaborating centers like LVPI, like Arvind and other stakeholders to come up with a draft document. And in 2022, at the Paro RC, they adopted the regional strategic plan. So the regional strategic plan, the overall vision is all people in the Southeast Asia region have equitable access to high quality, comprehensive eye health services to achieve the universal eye health by 2030. That aligns perfectly well with the SDG goals. That aligns perfectly with our global logo of no one leaving behind, with the mission to have a comprehensive, coordinated, and continuous eye hair care services for all ages with equal geographical distribution throughout an integrated people-centered primary eye care center. And Peter rightly pointed out this integrated approach is the key word to have a successful, sustainable eye health care services in the world. And this also aligns very well with the primary health care approaches, the Astana Declaration that talks about the integrated primary, and then also the people-centered approach is very important. These global targets are well taught, but as Rohit rightly pointed out, in addition to the global targets, as the diabetic burden is increasing, we thought like it's very important for us to have a regional target on the diabetic retinopathy. So therefore, we included to ensure at least 80% of people with diabetics are screened regularly for retinopathy, and 80% those identified with sight-threatening diabetic retinopathy are treated by 2030. Still a lot of work to be done, but at least like this, setting these regional targets and global targets ensures that we work in a coordinated and harmonious manner. And also the other target was to eliminate trachoma in the region by 2025. Nepal, Myanmar has already eliminated, and in last year at the regional committee, India was awarded validated for the trachoma elimination as a major public health program, and this I think more or less ensures that the region is quite okay with trachoma elimination. And of course, some countries where like there are not cases, but elimination process was not done. But that doesn't mean that we have a lot of cases. So as I said before, the 75 RC resolution adopted the regional. The resolution not only adopts the strategic component, it also mandates the member states to act, and also requests the partners, international partners, INGOs, academicians, collaborators, to support and mandates the WHO to take forward some of the actions. So this is a very well coordinated approach. So therefore, it is our mandate, our accountability framework to work towards the common goal. The five principal. So this strategic document has like key guiding principles, the 5 guiding principles: universality, member state leadership, evidence-based actions, people-centered, leveraging technology. These are all relevant across the time span, and we have discussed quite a lot among it. And as Dr. Rohit rightly pointed out, we have 5 strategic priority areas. With each priority areas, we have actions and to develop to support the member states. And also the indicators and outcomes. These are all extracted from the global menu of indicators. And to get more insight into it, there are a lot of documents in the online. So the progress thus far is slowly progressing, as Dr. Rohit highlighted. A lot of trachoma has been one of the important ones. With India eliminating trachoma, it has been a major achievement, and situational assessment in most of the countries are conducted. Now the strategic plan is like most of the countries are taking up. For example, like Dr. Rohit pointed out, Sri Lanka, we are now is the final draft of the strategic document. Bhutan, we are planning to develop a strategic document, like situational assessments already conducted. So the progress has been slow but steady in the very rightful direction. And the SPECS initiatives of the global SPECS initiative, the region member states have taken it up. And in our region, Bhutan, Nepal, India, Thailand, Indonesia, Sri Lanka are all taking up the SPECS initiative. And together with that, I think it will contribute towards our regional and the global targets. These are some of the documents as highlighted. A lot of WHO normative works are out here, and this is all available online for you to have a look at it. And this is the end, and thank you very much once more for IPB for giving us this opportunity.